In Jamaica, questions have surfaced about the disbursement of monies designated under the CEEN Expansion Fund. The fund was established in 2008 to provide funding through a line of credit to sugarcane farmers. Recently, however, it came to light that personnel from the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, including the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Donovan Stanbury, who admitted the fact, are beneficiaries of loans from the fund. The European Union, which provides the money for the CEEN Expansion Fund, and the Bustamante Industrial Trade Union are a few of the organizations that have expressed concern about the management of the fund. But in response to those concerns, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, Derek Kelly, says members of his ministry benefiting from loans is not breaking any law. He says a management committee, which includes the Sugar Industrial Authority, the Sugar Transformation Unit, the All-Ireland Cane Farmers Association, and the Sugar Manufacturers Association, determines the principles, policies, and guidelines for the operation of the fund. The minister adds that it is that committee which determines if loans are approved, declined, or deferred.
Any registered cane farmer who meets the requirements set out is eligible to apply for a credit facility from the CEEN Expansion Fund. Committee members who are eligible registered cane farmers are safeguarded against conflict of interest in consideration of loans. Once a loan is being considered for any member of the committee, then the applicant excuses himself from the decisions regarding that particular application.
Regarding the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture accessing loans from the fund, the minister sought to dispel any criticism or accusations of abuse of office.
The Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries was never a member of the committee and only chaired 2 meetings since April 2015 of this year to ensure that the new unit that was set up was performing as intended.
Minister Kelly notes that the committee's decision regarding loans is final and no appeal can be tendered at the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries regarding. And on the topic of other members of his ministry acquiring loans through the fund, Minister Kelly says the number of persons who accessed the facility is not as vast as rumors suggest.
Only 3 members of the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries have received loans under the CEEN Expansion Fund. And this represents 0.0015% of the total loans that have been approved and only 0.0042% of the total loan portfolio. Furthermore, these loans are being serviced as per the loan agreement that is set out.